This is Audible.
Podium Audio presents Eldritch, Book 2 of The Eating Woods, written by Keri Lake, performed by James Cassidy and Melissa Barr. This audiobook contains mature subject matter. Listener discretion is advised.
So do the dark in soul expire, or live like scorpion girt by fire. Lord Byron. Prologue. 19 years ago. Screams echoed down the abyssal passageway. The damp and frigid air of the stony undercroft nearly stole the young acolyte's breath on her hurried flight toward the guttural cries. Her heart hammered against her ribs.
"Slow your pace, infernal child,"
Sancton Crane grumbled from behind as he hobbled to keep up with her. Each cell she passed housed no less than a half-dozen women and children, most of them Laverians seized by the Red Men. While the putrid odor of death, defecation, and decay surely must have nauseated Sancton Crane, the girl had grown used to it, having spent most of her days in the temple's rotting bowels. The cries led her to a cell in which a Laverian woman, not much older than herself, lay writhing, kicking, and screaming on the gritty floor. Her limbs and forehead bore the carvings of the cross, cut by a crude knife, all of them trickling fresh blood. Arms pinned at either side of her body by 3 other red veils, she lay drowning beneath a cluster of red robes. "Give her to me!" Her Laverian accent clung heavily to her hoarse words as fresh blood leaked from her nose where she must have been struck. "Give me my child!" Sancton Crane slipped past the acolyte into the room.
"What was so pressing that you dragged me out of bed as if the dead were afoot?"
"A birth, your grace." Mother Vona, the only red veil who'd been permitted to keep her tongue, loomed over the fussing woman, her stern eyes dulled with apathy. "See for yourself." Beside Mother Vona stood another prisoner, a Vankovian given the filthy golden tone of her hair, in threadbare clothes that barely clung to her body. She held a small bundle in her trembling arms. Sancton Crane hobbled over to her, and the moment he peered down at the child, his brows lowered.
"Was it you who assisted?"
"Yes, your grace," the Vankovian prisoner answered. "I heard her whisper to someone in tongues." She glanced at the woman on the floor, betrayal twisting the Vankovian's expression. "There were nothing but shadows there." "Lies!" the woman screamed, wriggling against the willful hands pinning her wrists to the ground. "I prayed to the gods, my gods!" Mother Vona swung her gaze toward the Laverian mother. "Silver eyes are an abomination. You've birthed a demon. Your gods have forsaken you. Do you understand what I'm telling you?" The restrained woman screamed, fighting against the red veils as they scrambled to hold her down. "Give me my child! Give her to me now!" Sancton Crane knelt beside the woman and stroked his hand across her cheek.
There. Evil brought into the world must be extinguished, for we are merciless shepherds of the sacred tenet."
The older red veil set her eyes upon the acolyte and nodded toward the prisoner holding the baby. "Take her to the Eating Woods. Offer her as a sacrifice so that we may be blessed with a mild winter." A cruel and brutal fate for a child no more than a couple of days old. If whatever lived in those woods didn't strip the flesh from her small body, the animals that lurked for scraps of food in the night surely would. Without question, the acolyte gave a curt nod and stalked toward the woman who held the baby outstretched. No sooner had she accepted the child than the acolyte watched in horror as Sancton Crane sliced a blade across the Laverian mother's neck. A stuttering breath caught in the woman's throat, and she choked, gurgling and gasping while the blood poured out of her onto the gritty floor. Managing to free one of her hands, she seized Sancton Crane's, her blood dripping from the blade still caught in his grasp. Raspy words, spoken in her native tongue, were interrupted by errant spurts of blood from her mouth, and Sancton Crane's eyes widened, his body still, seemingly